What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, Mass Aquariums, and I just figured I'd give you a quick video, a little update on the 40 breeder, which is in the upstairs of my house. And to let you know, folks, that the struggle is real. I've had planted tanks for a long, long time. I've had fish tanks since I was 8 years old. Almost 30 years I've been keeping fish tanks. And it doesn't matter how long you've been keeping fish tanks, what routine you have, you can still come into problems that maybe you find a little bit more difficult to take care of than your last tank. Not every tank is the same. I have a ton of buddies on YouTube, a ton of buddies that are on YouTube that I message on Facebook, and that are fish buddies of mine that I get advice from, that I give advice to. And you know, some tanks you just cannot get it exactly the way you want it. Now, there's a lot of things in this tank that have gone really well, that I'm very proud of, that I like, that I guess you could say that what I had in mind came through. But this Blackbeard algae problem that I thought I had licked, that I went probably about I would say 2 or 3 weeks where, you know, everything was perfect, and all of a sudden the little tufts started coming up. Let me try to zoom in and show you a few. So you can see the little tufts on the driftwood. And, you know, it's just a giant pain in the ass. Now, I could probably rip this driftwood completely out of here and start from scratch, but that's not how I do things. I want to solve the problem, figure out why it's, well, I obviously know why it's there. It was introduced by a plant, but I'd like to solve the problem. Now, I've done a mess of things. You know, I've raised my light, I've increased the CO2, increased surface agitation, cleaned my filter, you know, get rid of all the detritus, and, you know, it's not spreading like crazy, but it's just, you know, it's there, and it's kind of annoying. But there's a lot of things to take positive in this tank. For example, you know, the fish are thriving. I've had a pair of German blue rams in this tank since the start. They're living, and they come out when it's feeding time. Other than that, they're in the rocks. I got a nice couple schools of fish. You know, it doesn't look like that many fish. They all like to hang out behind the rock wall. The Blixa is absolutely taking off like crazy. The Anubias is growing. The Boos is growing. You know, everything is growing. Everything is thriving in that sense of the matter. But, you know, it's just your normal algae. Like, it's algae. Every tank that ever has a problem, you know, it's always friggin' algae. And that's a thing that you have to live with when you have fish tanks. You have to know, are you getting too much natural sunlight? Is it in a room that has too much light? Is it in your basement so it's not only getting sunlight at all, but it's just too much artificial light? Is your artificial light too intense? Is it not intense enough? You know, there's so many aspects of this hobby that people think that, you know, you fill a tank with water, you add the fish, you add your plants, and like, you know, you're the man or the woman. And, you know, it just doesn't happen. It takes time. I've had plenty of tanks where they dial in fairly quick, you know, 3 to 6 months. And I've had tanks where it takes over a year. And this tank may be one of those tanks where, you know, everything seems just right, but there's just a little off that you just got to dial in. So, folks, the point of my rambling is the struggle is real. It doesn't matter how long you've had tanks, what kind of professional you are, you will come across some problems that you just need to deal with, and you got to dial in your planted tanks, folks. It's just not as easy as throwing everything in. Even if you keep it low tech as possible, just sometimes it's not that easy. So, now that I gave you that update, I just did want to give you a quick thing. I know you guys are sick of hearing this, but my aquarium box has plenty of gift boxes out there for you that are double, triple the value. Boom! Doesn't that light go on all the time when I'm doing these videos? So go get yourself a My Aquarium Box. We have some great stuff coming out for the holidays. We have unbelievable gift boxes. Get them quick before the temperatures up here in New England start to get frozen and we can't mail out any of the gift boxes with liquids in them. Subscribe to the link down below and get yourself a My Aquarium Box. A quarter Christmas every month. And Christmas is coming, so can't wait to get that box. This is Mike from Mass. I'm out.